coming to you live. It is 6:14 a.m. Sunday morning, and let me just get into it. Lottery family, I am recording this video. I'm going to use a word that I don't use often. It means for the future generation of people. The word is posterity. And the future generation people I'm talking about are the people who play the lottery in the future. Hopefully you don't do what I do, and you learn from this by looking at this video. So family, I talk about dates all the time, and I even make special mention of other, I guess the other things to look out for. And I don't think one gets any better than this. So I'm just going to get into it. So family, you've heard me talk about these special RI counts before. And you've heard me say one of my biggest wins, because it did, comes from when this RI count goes to 3. So I just want you to look at that, when this RI count goes to 3. So I also want you to pay attention to the dates here too. Today is the 12th. And I'm showing this video, I'm creating this video because something happened yesterday that clearly should have been on my radar, and it should have been on your radar too. So maybe how I word this video is how not to just lose money or just be into something else that you forget the big picture. So I have a bet that I could make 10K using the My Lotto data tool. And family, I can't think of another opportunity other than this one. I think it's going to come again, but it's definitely a lesson learned. I think it's going to come again, but to me, this is like a real miss win. So I want you to see something. I'm just going to walk right through it. These are all the dates. Let's say it's Saturday. So these are all the dates for pick 3 up till Friday, right? These are all the dates, but I want you to pay special attention to something. So you see this 521 here? There's that. But there was actually a couple more before that. There's the 521. I'm going to go through it a little bit. You see the 783? We talked about that. You see, I'm going to highlight it right here so you see it. I'm using my mouse to highlight it. You see the 783, right? That's in there, right? And you also see the 415. That's in there. Now, what's really cool about this is the 415 actually appeared as 154, but the real clustering started around here. 783, right? 415, you see that, right? 783, 415, and then you see the 512, right? So automatically there's the 521, there's the 415, there's the 378, and there's only one number left in here, family. One number left. You're at that magic threshold that I've talked about over and over. When you see this guy get to 3, you should get excited, because it means that next. You guys know what I'm gonna say. I've talked about this. I don't know how many times I've seen it. I don't know how many times. I put something in place that I believe should have alerted, but I'm going to shore this up. So the next time this happens, like if you guys don't play it and I don't play it, then it's something else. But let me just jump into the data a little bit. You also see the 3s happening here too, right? The 3 is happening too. But here's why this is so this is powerful. And this is the reason I'm making this video. You see this repeat count, you have a lot more numbers here. See, this is really 10 because this counts 20, but this is really 10 numbers in here that's duplicated. Similarly, this says you have a count of 16 here, but it's really 8 numbers in here that's duplicated. And you have 16 also here, but then you also have 8 numbers that are duplicated. These dates are pretty cool dates, but the fascinating thing about these are these dates are later in the year. Remember, I talked about not later in the year, but later in the drawing cycle. The Florida Lottery changed their draw format to allow for daily, twice a day drawings after 2005. So the really powerful year month profile is this one. And it's showing you in a short amount of time. Think about this, family. In a short amount of time, in the last 10 days, right? In the last 10 days, 3 of the picks have come from this repeated column. And I'm pretty sure I communicated, get excited when that happens. So I'm just going to cut to the chase because you guys know what's coming. And I'm going to put this on the 11th, and I want you to see what happened. You see that number up there? I'm gonna switch back to it, and I need to update this. But you see that number that just came out, family? You see that one, 985? You see where it came from? So if you had been following this, I'm gonna make an update to mylottodata.com to just spell this out in just such a silly way that you see it. But in the last 10 days, these numbers, I'm going to go up here so you see exactly what I'm talking about. So you get my point. So this is day 1. This is day 2. This is day 3. This is day 4. This is day 5. And this is day 6. So this is on the 6th. I just want you to see what happened. 783. Here's your first duplicate, right? Bam. 415 the next day. This is your second duplicate. You see that, right? 512. This is your next duplicate, right? Now we jumped a day. But what's even more powerful about this particular profile is there were some others that were in here, like 201. Let me go to the hot list view. You guys will see it a little better than when I put it on the hot list view. And I'm going to sort it. All right. So this is what I'm talking about. Here's the 71783. You see that on the 6th. Here's the 415. You see that on the 7th, right? Here's the 512. You see that on the 8th, right? And then that same day, you had 201 that came out, which was a straight. You see that also on the 8th. Now, what you don't see, and I probably should have put this in here somewhere, there's nothing happened on the 9th or the 10th. So nothing happened on Friday or Thursday. And you would almost believe, well, this isn't a consecutive draw. But family, it's not magic, but there is something going on with these dates that I'm really trying to drive home. For some reason, when it likes a particular year, 1990, July, when it likes a particular year, month profile, it likes it. People try to denigrate this system, and it's not even a system. It's just data. It's just data that you look at in a certain way. I don't even like using the word system because it implies somebody made up something just, to fit their narrative about how the lottery works. I don't like the word system. I like just using plain in your face data. And what I'm communicating here, this should have been a win for somebody. So again, for future generations, the word posterity means for future generations. Anybody looking at this video, if you really understand what I'm saying, we're looking at 1990 July. 1990 July only has, I'm going to go right back to it just so you see what I'm talking about. It only has, you see that? There's 4 numbers in here that repeated, and it's showing you there's no magic. It's not even me having like some special line with the Florida lottery. It happens, and it happens frequently. And I communicate it when that hits that RI count, bam. I think what's even, I'm going to put it on the 3 so you see it again, because I think this should have been I hope somebody saw this, reading this, and was like, man, I came up. Because if you look here, I'm just going to point this out again. These are all dates, right? You see that there's nothing wrong with that date. And I do think there's going to be another draw that comes out of here. But look at how many more numbers you have to go through. You see that? Same with this one. I think something's going to come out of this here too. But look at how many numbers you have to go through. The low hanging fruit was this guy. I mean, it's telling you, man, I rock with me because this is what I'm doing. And it couldn't be any more blatant than that. My next step is to code something in there where this thing flashes or something. This should have been, as soon as this came up, this should have been flashing. And I'm not trying to make this video extra long, but I'm going to go back to the list view too. You guys see the 3 there. And I'm going to put it right back here so you guys see it, and then sort it so it makes sense to you. And this is probably one of the challenges I have too. When I play the lottery, I like to win that day. So consecutive draws, if I go to consecutive draws here and look at this tab, you see, I'm going to move this over here. You see consecutive draws found it. See, it picked up all the dates here. See, the double there, and even the double there. It found it. I guess the way I have this coded, and here's the win right here. That's the last double in there, family. The last double in there. So that's the win right there. I think the challenge for me is to look at a way of highlighting all the ones that are repeated that haven't come out before. So I'm going to do that. But just going back to this here, yeah, this 985 came out. This was a straight. I will not let that happen again. This is what I'm talking about. This should have been an easy win. Again, I'm not trying to like really belabor this video. It's so blatant. It was so blatant. There's the 378. There's the 541. Then it came back with the 152. I mean, it just begs the reason it was going to say 985. I don't know if that's magic to y'all, but to me, that's huge. If I were to play this, let me show you it this way. You'll see the point. You see that? If I were to put this here You see how these guys are all that's left? I'm going to put it on the 10th so you guys see my point. And I'm going to select it again so you guys see my point. And I select this, right? So see, you guys see this? These are the only numbers left. So if I exclude all past winners, you see the numbers that left? You could have put a $1,000 on that and you would be the happiest person in the world. Or even conservatively just put 20. I don't know. I was watching some stupid ass movie yesterday. I should have been looking, but at any rate, it's going to happen again, family. And just be mindful of it. When you guys see that equal 3 for a low year profile like this somebody should have had killer money yesterday. That's it.